Hello, and thank you for joining me for 21 Ways to Survive COVID Christmas and make 2021 a great year. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kim Wilkinson. I'm the founder and facilitator of Empowered Life. And through my own struggles, traumas, griefs, and losses, I've learned to find healing and recovery and to move from suffering to empowerment. And I've made it my purpose and my passion to help others do the same. Here's how this is going to work. In this video, I'm going to highlight the 21 different areas for you to focus on to help you through this challenging time. And then in the email, there is going to be a ton more content and detail for each specific area. So if you're watching this video and you didn't receive the email, make sure you contact me so that I can send you all of this great information. Here we go. The first thing, we have to have a holistic approach. This means pay attention to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Now, when I say spiritual health, I'm not talking religion, but we need to pay attention to all these areas in order to find balance and healing and happiness. I'm going to be breaking these down through all of the other steps, so stay tuned. The second thing, routine. We're heading into the holidays, we're in isolation, in lockdown, some of us are working from home. It's very easily this time of year to fall out of routine. And although sometimes we need that break from routine, that downtime, routine also helps to keep us motivated and focused. So it's important to maintain that during this time. Number 3, avoid triggers. We all have them, those things that draw up the sadness, the anger, the frustration. Sometimes we can't always avoid them, but we can do things, especially this time of year. So for example, if alcohol is a trigger, alcohol is a depressant. If going into this season, this time, you are already feeling depressed, then perhaps consuming alcohol is not the best thing. Maybe make another choice or limit your alcohol intake. If it is toxic people, it's easy to avoid them right now because we are in lockdown and isolation, so maybe that works in your favor. If the news and social media and those sort of things get you fired up, remove yourself from that. Stop watching the news. Or take a break from social media, or if you are on social media, when you see those posts that kind of push your buttons, don't engage, right? You're just fueling your own fire and making things worse. So as much as you can, avoid or minimize any triggers that might create extra stress, anxiety, or depression. Number 4, practicing gratitude. One of the most important and easiest things to do. There is always so much to be grateful for. And if you're really in a dark place, you're really having a hard time finding something to be grateful for, if you're watching this video, you woke up this morning, you have one of the greatest gifts. You have the greatest gift, life. Right? Another day, a new chance to choose a different path. Even pre-COVID, statistics show that over 160,000 people a day pass away, whether that's of old age or natural causes or incident or accident or illness. 160,000 people a day. If you woke up today, and that's pre-COVID, we're losing a lot more. If you woke up today, you have everything to be grateful for. Because without that, you have nothing. So always find gratitude in every situation. And when you can find gratitude for your past suffering, and you can, it's possible, I've done it, that is empowering. Hopefully I can help you get there. Number 5, taking care of your physical health, right? Getting active. Get outside, go for a walk. Even though you're stuck at home and maybe you can't get to the gym or you can't go to yoga, there is so much available online. You can find tons of stuff on YouTube. There are online programs. I've got a yoga and meditation program. I've got some free resources, so make sure you check through the email so that you can get all of the links to all of that. There are tons of coaches, fitness trainers, tons online. Access some of that and keep yourself active. Number 6, meditation. This has been one of my saving graces. And I rode that meditation train of, on and off for a lot of years. And when I finally made the commitment to daily meditation, changed my life, right? It's an opportunity to let go of all the distractions around us and take that time to turn inwards and come back to calmness, to feeling more in control, more grounded. And if you've never meditated and you think, I don't know how to do this, or if you think, I can't shut my brain off, that's not what meditation is about. You can learn more by joining my free Intro to Meditation program. The link is in the email. I promise you, even 5 minutes a day will change your life. Number 7, working on personal development, growth, right? For most of us, we want a different outcome in a lot of areas of life. If you want a different outcome, you have to do something different. Well, we're at home and we have this extra time to kill. Great opportunity to focus on personal development, healing, and growth. That can be reading self-help books or books on consciousness, tapping into some of these TED Talks and YouTube videos from so many great leaders. And I'm going to share some of my favorites in the email, so have a look there. Sign up for some online courses and workshops. There are a ton of them. Some are free, some have a fee, but there is so much out there to help you work through whatever you're working, to become a more conscious person, a more healthy person, better mindset. The list goes on. Number 8, nature. Nature is so healing. Get outside. Again, go for a walk. Take 5 minutes on a beautiful sunny day. Hopefully we get lots of them coming soon, but stand outside, close your eyes, and just turn your face to the sun and let the sun just soak into your skin. Go out where there are trees. Buy some plants and bring them indoors, right? You can bring nature into your life. It's very healing, very calming. Number 9, power of prayer. Now, prayer does not necessarily mean we're focusing on religion or a specific religion, okay? I incorporated prayer into my meditation practice. I came across a quote this past year. And what you believe in something, right? Maybe you don't have a specific religion. Maybe you don't believe in God, but you believe in maybe the universe or source or energy or something greater, right? It's just a title that resonates with us. There's something more. But this quote says, prayer is like talking to God, universe, source, guide, spirit, and meditation is listening. And we know that communication is a two-way street, and in order to effectively communicate, we have to have dialogue, right? Question and answer. And so when we partner the two together, it becomes a very powerful practice. And prayer is just as simple as sitting down, closing your eyes, and I always like to start by sharing what I'm grateful for, right? The fact that I woke up, grateful for my family, my friends, the work I get to do, the people I get to meet, for my health. And then asking for what it is I want. We all have things we want, and it's not about being selfish. We want better health. We want that better job. We want more money. We want to go on a trip. Whatever it is you want, bring it into your prayers, right? And then bring in meditation to listen, to see where you can get the answers or what messages come through or how to do this. When I partnered those two, and I took the time to ask and to listen, prayer and meditate, I get my greatest ideas, my inspirations, and the answers that I'm looking for. Give it a try. Number 10, hydration. This is simple. We know this. We know we need to consume water. Our bodies are made of 70% water. You know you need to drink water. Drink more water. That's a simple, straightforward one. Food. I am not one that believes in this diet, that fad thing, whatever. What I will tell you is the body knows what it needs, right? Our body tells us when we're hungry, thirsty, tired, when we need rest. Your body will also tell you what food you need and what foods you need to avoid. You can, it's really just figuring out what works for you. If you enjoy eating meat and you digest meat properly, eat meat. If meat does not sit well with you, avoid meat. Same thing with dairy, right? Just incorporate a variety of fruits, vegetables, get the nutrients that you need, and consume the food that makes you feel good. And don't eat just because of eating, right? Some days the body needs more food, and other days the body needs less. Start to listen to your body. Rest, number 12. We need rest. Again, it's important to have routine, but at the same time, take advantage of those days where you can maybe sleep in a little bit longer, take a nap. Your body needs rest, especially if you've been under a lot of stress. Emotions can be very physically draining. It's important to rest. Number 13, connection. We need human connection, and this is one of our struggles right now. Here are a few things to think about. First of all, we know there are different ways that we can virtually connect. Skype, Zoom, Facebook Messenger, all these different ways. We can still do parking lot or driveway coffees with our family or friends. And one of the greatest gifts that you can give someone is to just record a video like this and saying, hey, I'm thinking about you, I love you, I hope you're doing well, I can't wait to see you again, or whatever the message is. I can tell you, receiving a gift like that is so special. It's one of the greatest gifts. And I'll tell you why. Because at some point in life, maybe not in the near future, but at some point, we're going to lose that person. And I can tell you, because I've lost my son, and I have some video, and I have specifically a song that he sang, recorded, and he's no longer here, but it brings me such joy to be able to hear his voice because I have this recording. So ask your family and friends to record a little message and send it to you. Do the same for them. It's a great, great way to communicate forever. All right, number 14, kindness. Practice kindness. We know we're in a world where there is, unfortunately, a significant amount of hate and racism. There's frustration, and we need to be more kind. Random acts of kindness, we're all familiar with them. Whether you can just hold the door open for somebody, give somebody a compliment, especially a stranger. That can just turn someone's day around, to just receive a compliment from a stranger. Or do a pay it forward at the drive-through going through Tim Hortons or Starbucks, right? Little things of kindness, especially if someone is, maybe not being very kind. Those are the people that need this kindness and this love the most, right? Be that person that can turn someone's day around. Practice kindness. It'll make you feel good too. Number 15, learning to shift from fear to love. This is a big one. I could spend hours talking about this, but I'll just share a few little tidbits. First of all, there are two places, and only two places, that we can experience or view life: fear or love, mind or heart. Oftentimes we're here. Either your thoughts control you or you control your thoughts. Learn to take control of your thoughts. Bring things to here. The simplest way to shift when this is going out of control, and this will take you to dark places. When this is doing that, stop. Bring one or both hands onto your heart, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. That will instantly bring your attention, your awareness from here to here. It'll instantly bring calmness into your body. It's going to allow you to think more clearly and then respond in a better way rather than react. We constantly go up and down between the two, but the more you can live life from here, the better it's going to be. So just have that awareness. Notice when you've shifted back up to here, and bring your energy, your attention back here. Shift from fear to love. More resources about that in the email. Number 16, self-care. Practice self-care. Whether that's taking a warm bath, taking a nap, buying yourself a little gift, rewarding yourself. Do things to make yourself feel good, physically, mentally, emotionally. Again, more information in the email there. Number 17, learn to manage your emotional health. Again, this is one that I could spend hours and hours on. We, most of us, if not all of us, are not taught how to deal with our emotions, especially the negative ones. When we have losses, when we have grief, when we have disappointment, unmet expectations, we're told just be strong, give it time, right? We're actually taught to use food and shopping and alcohol and all these things to distract, anything not to feel the pain. And what I'm talking about here is learning to deal with unresolved grief and learn how to manage current stress and any future struggles that are going to come our way, because we're going to have more. Again, I have a lot more in the email about this, some links to some great resources to help you out with this. We have not even scratched the surface in society about this. We've started to talk a lot more about mental health. We still aren't talking about emotional health, and everything roots to emotion. This is probably one of the most important areas that we need to focus on right now. Number 18, journaling. Journaling is such a powerful healing tool. And if you've never journaled before, you don't know what to write, just let your pen flow. It doesn't even have to make sense. Again, everything roots to emotion. Most of us have buried, suppressed, distracted. We have all of this unresolved, unprocessed emotion within us. And journaling is a way to bring that stuff to the surface. I like to explain this or compare this to a garden, right? If you have a garden full of weeds, if you just go along and clip the weeds off at the top, they're going to grow back. But if you actually get in and pull them out at the root, the chances of those weeds coming back are very slim to none. So our unresolved grief, our unprocessed emotions are weeds within us. We need to pull them to the surface, pull those weeds, clean them out, and find that freedom. And journaling is a great way to start to bring that stuff up. So again, if you don't know how to start, just start by writing I feel and let your pen go. It doesn't even have to make sense. Or if you're feeling angry, I'm feeling angry because, and let your pen go. Again, everything roots to emotions, and a lot of times our emotions, the suppressed stuff, can actually start to manifest physically in our body. And when we can release some of that, we can actually even release some of our physical aches and pains. I've experienced it. It's amazing. Get journaling. Number 19, practice letting go, especially of the things you can't control. Here's the truth. You will never, no matter how hard you try, control anything or anyone outside of you. You can, however, 100% control everything within you. But for most of us, we're always trying to control those things outside of us. And no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, it'll never happen. Sometimes the things we do, the things we say might influence what's going on around us, but we'll never control it. You've maybe heard that expression or the quote, if you want to change what's going on outside of you, change what's going on within you. It's very true. And I can tell you, when I take back my power and I focus my control in here, everything around me is so much better. And it doesn't matter what's happening around me, this is good. But when I let go of focusing on this and all my energy is out here, all you're doing is just making things worse, and you lose that calmness, that sense of control here. Learn to let go of the things that you can control and focus on controlling what you can control. More information in the email about that. We are now on to number 20. Set a vision, set some goals for 2021, and don't let COVID be an excuse, or don't let anything else be an excuse to say that you can't do it, right? It's just an excuse. I can tell you that 2020 was an amazing year for me personally and in my business. I came out of 2019 like many people. As I mentioned, I lost my son to overdose. We've had a lot of family struggles. And I came into 2020 thinking, thank goodness 2019's done, bring on 2020. And I know a lot of you did too. And in a sense, we could look at 2020 and say, what the F, right? But again, doing all of this work, all these things I've shared with you, this has helped me to have an incredible year despite everything going on with COVID and despite any challenges that have still come up in my personal life. So set those goals. What do you want this year to look like? You're going to go through this process, hopefully starting to apply and incorporate all of this stuff into your daily routine. It seems like a lot, but it's not, I promise you. Again, you want a different outcome, you have to do something different. What do you want for next year? What do you really want 2021 to look like? Get clear on that. Whether you write it out in a vision, create a vision board, whatever you do, set some goals and some dreams, whatever you want for 2021. Have a plan. And finally, the last thing, 21, find your purpose. We all come into this life with a purpose, and a lot of us, several purposes. When you serve your purpose will serve you. And what that means is finding what it is that brings joy into your life. What are your gifts and your talents that you have to share with the world? And share them. We all have them. One of the greatest ways to determine this, or to help find this purpose, is through meditation. When you can find this, again, it's going to just set you on the right path to abundance in all areas of life. Now that's my 21, the most relevant that I think for me through my own practice have worked. I can tell you they've worked because I've applied them. I incorporate this into every single day. Now again, there is a lot more detail, a lot more content in the email, so be sure to go through that. There are a ton of links in there to more great resources. Please check them out. Take advantage of the special offer that's at the end of the email. And please, if you struggle with any of this, if you have questions, if you're needing any support at all, please reach out. I'm here to help, and it would be an honor for me to support you on your journey. Thanks again for listening, and have a great day. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I wish you all the best in 2021. Thanks.